Hey everyone, it's Niall. John isn't here this week, so I'm in charge of the show for, I think, the first time. Maybe I did one like a couple of years ago. Scott, you're here.
Yeah,
hello.
I'm not allowed to host again, not after last time.
No, we've put a moratorium on you hosting. We can't have the show, like...
Can't do that again.
We can't have diaper discussion again, like...
That wasn't even that big of a part, honestly.
Yeah, but it's too much. Any diaper talk is... this is too much diaper talk. The word shouldn't be mentioned on the show. Outside of, shitty indie devs making their own diapers.
I really wish Underscares took off. Those were real tactical, and I appreciated them for that.
They were arguably better than the game that they came out for. So Scott,
hello.
This week, you and I are joined by one of our new hires who's making his first appearance on the podcast. Solon, hello.
Hello, welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. I'm Solon.
Ooh.
It's great to have you on finally. I know it's been a busy first month or so for you on the site.
Oh, I've had a fantastic first month. I'm so excited to finally be a part of the podcast side of things. Mm-hmm. Especially after the last 2 weeks of podcasting that happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, it was good times, I guess.
Soccer balls, and I think at one point Scott killed Goku by writing his name in a death note.
He did.
Accurate. Whew. Didn't want him anymore. See, everyone's all about the Goku lately, and I'm just like, come on, guys. He's not that great of a dad.
How many times do you have to write Goku's name in a death note before you get, the right Goku?
You have to write Goku, but you also have to write what Super Saiyan level he currently is.
Ooh,
it's really difficult. Tough. Yeah.
He's a hard guy to pin down.
Yeah, and then, of course, you kill him, and he just comes back with the Dragon Balls.
Oh, it sucks.
Again,
it sucks
and it's
so
just
much. Yeah.
It's a real process with Goku.
Light Yagami's got it rough.
Yeah, it happens. So Solon, for people who may not know you or be familiar with you, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I can tell you all about the Solon life. For the last month, I've been on and off Video Game Choo Choo because I've been finishing up my day job at the middle school. So if you ever want to know anything about the middle school beat, I have all of the juicy details.
What Fortnite skins do they have?
So about once a day during each passing period, I'll see someone do the dance that I only know of as the Thanos Fortnite dance. And it will always get great rise out of the entire student population during lunch.
That's cool.
During lunch,
yep.
Not during a class.
Usually not during classes. Hopefully not. But yeah.
I mean, nothing would surprise me with some of the footage you see coming out of high school and middle school classrooms these days.
They're getting so every year I'm at the middle school. There's always a new dance. So last year was the dab, and this year I thought the floss dance was going to be just enough. That's enough for a full year of middle school.
Sure.
Sure. And Thanos dance just comes out of the middle of nowhere in the end of the year. I'm like, all right, this one's really choreographed.
So here's the question, though.
Yeah.
Do you think that dance is going to carry through the summer? Is it going to last, or is it?
That's a good question.
Is it a real flash in the pan?
It's hard when something comes out right at the end of summer because 2 years ago was Bottle Flipping Challenge, and it did not last over the summer. I thought it would. Fidget spinners, I thought it would last over the summer. It didn't at all.
Nope, not at all.
And so we just next summer or next fall, when September comes around, we're going to have a whole new meta. New middle school meme meta.
Dabbing lasted a while. It had some legs. Dabbing had some legs.
Had arms. It had the whole thing.
Had arms. But I think even now it's finally dead. It's finally been rendered obsolete.
Dad's last dab.
Yeah.
I feel like I still see middle-aged white people on TV.
Yeah, but that's irony dabbing, not kid dabbing. Kid dabbing is where dabbing is most important.
Yep.
Sure, I guess. Yeah.
It's the hearth of the movement.
Dabbing has now like joined the Harlem Shake, I guess, as like a thing that only old people kind of think is cool.
Middle schoolers are out there having a 21 dab salute.
In a couple of years, Ajit Pai is going to dab while trying to take away our freedom.
Oh no!
The next Call of Duty campaign will let you press F to dab at someone's funeral. Like,
I bet Call of Duty already has a dabbing dance in it.
Doesn't? I wonder. I haven't played the... No, it wouldn't have, because like that would mean Call of Duty World War II would need the dab.
WWE has a dab, and they're always behind.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Can you make your guy like dab on his way down to the ring?
I don't think you can. Well,
soon.
No, you can put a dab in your entrance. Yes, you can make Triple H dab.
That's what's important. As long as you can make Triple H dab. Has he ever tabbed in real life, Scott? You watch wrestling. You'd know that.
Has Triple H dabbed?
I feel like I've seen him dab, but I feel like...
Maybe at a live show, not on TV.
Yeah.
I'd be worried if he dabbed that he'd bust a quad.
Jeez. Damn, that's an old meme right there.
Yeah, God.
I don't know. He's feeling good about his legs lately. Every time he wrestles, he doesn't wear the knee braces anymore. He just got those tiny knee pads. He's like, look at me. My knees aren't as fucked up.
Oh, that's asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Though. Like,
well, he wrestles like twice a year, so.
Yeah, I guess, but still, like his legs are gonna fall apart one day in the ring again.
The H in Triple H stands for hubris.
Hubris.
That'd be a pretty awesome wrestling name, honestly.
Yeah. It sounds like a low card Ring of Honor dude, like
H. Henry Hubris.
Yeah, he's a guy that like loses to Trent Beretta in the opening match.
Hey, be nice to Trent. He's hurt.
I know he is.
He's
I hope they get him a new arm soon.
We ended our middle school life, and so now it's summer, and I can be free to roam and frolic in the meadows and dig through endless video game forum trenches for the news. And the last thing that I got to do before the year ended was I took 14 middle schoolers to the National Technology Students Association Conference in Atlanta. And
nice.
We ended up winning first place in video game design competition. So out of hundreds and hundreds of games all around the states, we beat Florida and Texas and all these big-timey STEM schools. Our little kind of punk group of kids ended up making this queer twine game, and it involved a lot of like YouTube videos and kind of transmedia stuff. And now we won. We did it.
Nice. Good job.
We were working on that all year, and we'd never done anything like that before. And so it was like a huge shock a week ago when that happened. I was like, holy shit. We won. And then I looked around, I was like, oh, I can't say that in front of these 13 and 14-year-olds. And then they came back to me with like this big trophy, and they're like, fuck, what do I do with this? It was amazing. It was a beautiful moment. So I've been having the time of my life. This week has been awesome. I get a debut on a podcast with the Video Game Chooch. I've been listening and watching and hanging out with the Chooch for like the last 9 months. And so
you've been dedicated.
It's been a dream. Yeah. It's just like, I'm here.
Yeah, we have a pretty cool community on the GameZone.zone, and I've definitely seen you all over the place on that. And it's really nice to have you here.
Yeah. It's great to have you here. Like, it's great to have more help with video. It's great to have. It's great to have like somebody who's just like as positive as you are.
Oh yeah,
like, I don't.
I want to die personally.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen like Solon in the like time I've known him be anything less than 100% positive, and it's so nice. Like.
Hey, speaking of positivity, I want to spread some positivity to the Discord, to the Chooch friends, to all the listeners. We're going to have a giveaway at the end of this episode.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
First time ever, I think.
Because I don't know about you guys, but the Steam Summer Sale hit, and I was really scared I was going to be in Atlanta during the entire thing. So I got home and immediately purchased what I call the Chooch Starter Pack bundle, which was PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Okay, good choice.
100% orange juice.
Oh, no.
And a 4-pack of Rats Instagib.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay, here we go.
So one of those packs can be yours when you listen to the end of the episode. I've got a little trivia question for all the dedicated fans at home.
Have you gotten a chance to play Rats Instagib yet?
Nope. It could be
we gotta play it.
Toxic and awful, but I trust you guys.
It doesn't have enough of a community to be toxic and awful. It is like it is 100% like the game you play with your friends, if that makes sense. Like it's like a game that we jump into, like myself and John and Ryan, like we'll jump into for like 20 minutes, and it's always a blast.
Oh, that's the perfect kind of game.
Yeah, it is like. It is one of the best, like, just fuck around with your friends for 20 minutes kind of games.
I played Duck Game today for about 20 minutes with my friend, and that was exactly how it felt. It was like, this is perfect. I love this. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, that's exactly what you'll get out of Rats Instagib. Like, you'll have a great time for the few minutes you play it, and then you're like, okay, I can play it again in like 2 weeks and have a great time again.
Good, because my whole goal being here is I want to make some community events happen.
Ooh,
and so
that sounds fun.
I want to capture video of some video game Choo Choo community events. I want everyone to get on the Choo Choo. We can hang out in the caboose, get drinks.
I would love to do like a community-wide Rats Instagib thing at some point. Like it's like 80 cents, I think, for a copy of the game at the moment on the Steam sale. It is so much fun. Like,
or it's 0 cents if you win the giveaway at the end of this episode.
The barrier to entry could never be lower.
We should really we should really see if we can get some kind of community thing going for that soon. That would be amazing. So, Solon, what else have you been up to?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of gaming news lately. While I was in Hotlanta, I got to introduce a whole bunch of my middle schoolers to Games Done Quick.
Ooh.
And they were fascinated. What
speedruns did y'all watch?
We caught Doom.
Nice.
The Doom 2016 run, which is just always great.
Yeah, that one was really fun.
The Mega Man races. And I caught Super Mario World 3. Or sorry, Super Mario, yeah.
The third
Super Mario 3. And World that came right after it.
Right.
And so, yeah, they immediately started to have the fist fight, out street brawl over whether they were cheating or not. And so I'm nothing if not here to teach some kids the important things. Like, is speedrunning cheating? And what is in the spirit of the video game as it was created?
Yeah, I mean, these are the kind of ethical questions that, they have to ask if they want to, grow up to be like great video game makers like David Cage or David Cage, I guess.
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah, you gotta ask the important questions.
Like, who's David Cage? And where can I play some of his fine games?
You should. I don't think it's ethical to introduce middle schoolers to David Cage if they don't already know.
So, about that. Yeah. Detroit is really popular with the middle schoolers.
Can I ask you a question?
It's hard to field extremely tight ethical questions that middle schoolers are having when they are also like in the hands of David Cage.
So why?
Why?
Yeah.
It's really pretty. They love looking at it.
Cool.
Yeah, it is a great looking game. Like,
yeah,
I know that Connor as a character has a big fan base on Tumblr at the moment. Like, he's kind of become gaming's new heartthrob for whatever reason. But I mean,
I don't know what it is about Tumblr. They just really love boring white dudes.
And I don't want to dismiss the opinions of my middle school students because I think they usually hit on really topical and big hitting things really well. But not only is it a beautiful game, but it also has just really accessible ethics.
Yeah.
Like I want to say they're basic. They're not like, they're a little more than that. It's like they can very easily replay these scenes over and over.
Yeah, see, it's funny that you say that because a lot of Detroit really reminds me of middle school civil rights, just teaching people about that. So
yeah, like it's as basic and surface level and like as literal as possible, like with the metaphors it's drawing and stuff. Like it is literally back of the bus, like you have no soul. Like it is very, very like easy to get what that game's message is. Like there is no subtext to that thing.
This has a middle school level reading level. The AR book on the binding, it has a little number. It says the number 7.5.
So, man, I had a lot of problems. So I recently watched an LP of Detroit because I really wanted to know what exactly it was. And I had like a real problem with it in the sense of like, I really just don't know who this is for, and I don't understand why so many people enjoy it. But now that you tell me that middle schoolers love this game, that makes way much more sense to me.
Yeah, I had a lot of the same reaction just playing it, like where I was like, yeah, I appreciate that your politics are at least like you believe like everyone is equal, and that's great. Like, but you're mixing your visual metaphors up a ton, and you're like,
it's using the aesthetics of civil rights movements in order to talk about how bad it is that androids are they actually human? Yes, they are. Isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like it never challenges you at all in that sense. Like it's very like
it challenged me, but only because sorry.
It challenges you, but like it challenges you in a way like that's like, well, do you have the patience to put up with this?
Yeah,
you know, like it's very upfront with it, with like all of its messaging and stuff, and like so I can understand why like to a middle schooler who maybe wouldn't have a lot of.
Who wouldn't have a frame of reference for this kind of thing. Yeah.
Like, they would see this as like, oh, it is making this statement that, like, yeah, of course everyone is equal. Like, of course it's a game about equality. But
yeah. Like, just really, it's also, really accessible to them.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they're learning in school right now. In their Texas Instruments-based education.
This is a weird thing to think about because I think that game is incredibly insulting. I did not enjoy it in the least bit.
Yeah, but, it is.
But there's the aspect that like younger middle school children might play this and get a better understanding for civil rights and what kind of practice like what kind of shit still goes on today is actually kind of positive, and I can't believe I'm saying that about a David Cage game, and specifically Detroit Become Human.
Well, so that's where we come in, with extended readings.
Right.
If we can provide extended readings to kids for, like, the real realities that we have to live, as opposed to David Cage's fantasies, that way the discourse then revolves around continued learning. And that's probably the most powerful thing that we could be giving to kids like this. But yeah, I was shocked. I was shocked that Detroit was even something that was like on the middle schoolers' radars, because they always tell me to play Fortnite. They know I run a Let's Play channel, and they know that I have my own YouTube presence, and they try to control what I play and when I play it. And so when I heard when Detroit pinged on my radar multiple times from the 7th graders, from the 8th graders, and the Sevies, those little
Sevies,
the Sevies, I was like, what? This game is trying to teach you things. You hate that. That's exactly the thing you hate the most.
Oh, it doesn't teach anyone anything.
No,
honestly.
but you know, the forced like learnings that is a David Cage game, where it's like, you will insert this knowledge into your brain. This is my universe. This is my Detroit.
The only downside, I think, to it is the way Detroit kind of whitewashes so much of actual civil rights, and how much does that analog extend to real life? How many kids are going to play that and think, oh, this is the kind of oppression black people are still facing today, which is like not great. Like, I don't know how well that extends.
They're not going to reach the conclusions that are actually like productive to a modern day discourse.
Right.
But it does get them to play critically. It does that get them to think that decisions they make matter. And that's still something that's like weirdly powerful.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's frustrating. It's so frustrating how much of this game is like this. Detroit it sucks, but
it's bad. It's so gross.
But people are accessing it and they're asking questions about it.
Yeah.
It is at least introducing them to concepts and ideas. So, like, at least it's not a total waste, I guess.
It does remind me a lot of, like, learning about these things in middle school. Like, the way I learned about the Trail of Tears was that Native Americans needed to move, or else Western settlers were just going to completely overtake them. So really, it was a good thing for them, which is, like, you know, not great. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, like, I can understand middle schoolers seeing that kind of thing and, like, maybe not like totally getting the frame of reference. They probably wouldn't really get it until they're like older, in their like mid-20s anyways, because that's when a lot of people tend to either break out or get stuck in really bad or aggressive politics, or like I don't know. I just don't know how well it translates.
Yeah, here's some context for that. The first thing that every single Let's Play of this game will always ask is, I wonder what David Cage thinks about Detroit. Why did he choose Detroit as a setting? And it's a really like harmless question, essentially, because the game itself isn't necessarily going to like explain it. But immediately people start searching up like, hey, what happened to Detroit? What happened with the automotive industry? And how come Detroit was this supposed to be this prosperous city in the heartland of the United States? And then it turned to what it is today, which is struggling.
Right.
And so it's like just that first little thing. And I watched because my middle schoolers keep showing me Let's Plays of each one, and every single one asks the same question first. It's just like, I wonder why Detroit? And the Let's Plays themselves don't follow up on that, but someone along the way will. And I think that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good level of critical thinking. A lot of people don't tend to approach games with that mindset. And that's cool. I'm glad that's happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess Detroit has some positives to it.
I guess it's got some value other than it looking nice, I guess. That's, you know, I'm glad somebody is getting something out of it at least.
Welcome to Games Discourse with Solon. It's all rainbows and puppies up here.
When I wrote Detroit Become Human on this podcast conversation topics doc, I wanted to just 100% make fun of it, but this is a weirdly constructive conversation about Detroit in a way I didn't expect. So thank you, Solon, for doing that.
Listen, I'm always willing to talk smack about Detroit, so, you know, like, we can take it there if you absolutely want us, Scott. I don't want
How about let's go a different direction then, because we can talk about a game that we can be completely uncritical about because it has very little to add. Niall, I heard you were playing The Division lately.
Ooh.
I have been, yeah. I picked it up, not in the Steam sale, but like GMG had a sale like 2 weeks before the Steam sale, and I got it for like €8. And yeah, we've been in the middle of like the hottest weather in this country since the mid-70s, and like I just don't have the brain power right now to play anything with any kind of story or themes or anything.
So you decided to play something completely apolitical.
Yeah, so I decided to play a Ubisoft game.
So you went to Ubisoft.
Yeah, and I said, "What do you got for me? I don't want to buy the Crew 2." And they said, well, we got this shooting gallery. So I've been doing that. I've put like 25 hours or something like into it this week, which is a lot for any game for me at this stage. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I'm having like a good time with it. Like I've just been switching my brain off and playing it while I'm in Discord calls or like just like while I have an hour to spare, and I'm fairly like it's passing the time. Like I mean, like it's mechanically good enough, and like I thought I'd hate it because like when it came out, I had heard like things about it, like the Dark Zone stuff, and that I thought like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. But then I heard, oh, it's like Destiny, and I hate Destiny, so like I didn't expect to like it. But for the price it was, I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. And yeah, it's decent. It's like, it's totally passing the time in a way that I'm happy about. Like, and I think that's about as much as like I can say that is positive, or that I need to say that is positive.
That's exactly how I approached Destiny. Was it something that was like, this is an idle kind of shooting game?
Yeah.
So how does it compare to Destiny when you kind of are approaching Division the same way you would approach Destiny?
I think, like, for me, it's both, like, the setting of it, and just that I would rather play, like, the third-person, like, cover-based shooting than Destiny's, like, first-person mechanics.
Right.
I don't think Destiny is mechanically, like, all that great. And, like, I just prefer, I guess, being able to run around like a distraught New York City to going between like different smaller maps on like different alien planets that have gimmicks and stuff. Like it just, I think it's like the grounding in reality that the Division has maybe is like what's keeping me going. And like it's a lot better as well than Destiny is about giving you the next thing and like funneling you between things to do, whereas with Destiny it feels very quickly like you're doing the same thing in the same spot over and over again.
Totally, yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Like it feels less repetitive than Destiny feels out of the gate, but like when I played Destiny, it was like right after coming out, and apparently the Division was pretty much like that as well when it came out, but they've changed a lot and added a lot of free content to it in the past 2 years, so I can't speak to what that game was like when it came out, but as it is now, it is totally like a fun time waster or podcast game or whatever. Like it's,
I heard it made a lot of improvements.
Yeah, like it feels good. Like the Dark Zone stuff is really like disappointing me because I've gotten to the point where I can actually get into the Dark Zone. And I felt like, from listening to people talk about the Dark Zone, I feel like I took it as like almost like this DayZ style, like semi role playing experience where where you'd be like walking around and like, oh, here's a person, can I trust this person? Are they gonna gun me down, or are they gonna leave me explore? But really it's just like you toggle between I'm a good guy and a bad guy with a push of a button. Like, so that's been kind of like the big disappointment with that game, but
it like promises a way more immersive experience than it delivers.
Yeah, I feel like to get that out of it, you really need to have a group of people and be playing together, and also run into other groups of people that are playing together in that zone of the game.
I was going to ask how multiplayer added to that, because Destiny multiplayer adds very little, unfortunately, to the Destiny 2 experience.
I don't know if I agree with that.
No?
I think co-op is way more fun than it is playing solo.
Okay, yeah, the raids especially.
I agree with you that, I agree with you that PvP leaves a lot to be desired, but like the actual co-op experience of Destiny is the ideal way to play.
But I feel like I could get that experience from other games much better.
Totally, yeah, sure.
Which is the part that is the only like, oh no, Destiny, You had one job.
I guess it's a matter of preference, because for me, a lot of time I spent with Destiny was just chilling out with friends, hanging out, doing dumb bullshit, just chilling, talking about stuff. And then occasionally, why don't we actually knuckle up and do a raid? Or why don't we go sit in the tower for an hour and keep exploring around every single little inch of it, trying to find ways to get outside the map?
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. That kind of stuff Destiny leaned really well into that. And I don't think other games really do that as much.
Have you gotten to leaning into any multiplayer stuff in the Division?
Not really at all. Like, nobody I know, as far as I'm aware, plays the Division, so I've just kind of, like, been running around by myself, which has been fine, because I really am just playing it because I want something to distract me more than anything else. Mm-hmm. The one, like, experience I've had of, like, anyone even interacting with me was in, like, one of the hub areas towards the start of the game, where somebody ran up to me and, like, in the chat, like, wrote at me that they were on Thought Patrol. I assume because I made a female character, right. and
of course,
and as soon as I just turned around and walked away, and that was it. Like, that's my experience with other people playing the Division.
I'm gonna give that kid detention.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard.
I'm gonna write him up right now.
I've heard the Division actually added, like, pretty cool, like, raid-like missions. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not super interested in the Division, because things I've heard about the story of that game really sound off-putting in ways I don't think I would really enjoy. But I mean,
there's kind of no story at all, really. Like,
sure. I mean, that too.
Like, yeah. It's like, it's one of those, it's such a Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
Like, it is literally,
that's another thing. I don't really want to play a Ubisoft game anymore.
Yeah. Like every mission is pretty much just, you click the icon on the map and then somebody comes over your headset to say, here's what's happening at this spot. Go kill the bad guys there.
Right.
Like, that's pretty much it, you know.
I'll probably play a Watch Dogs 3 if it comes out, because Watch Dogs 2 is, like, weirdly thoughtful in a lot of ways, and I'd love to see if they actually capitalize on that in any way. But I think, for what it's worth, I'm completely done with Ubisoft and their 4 beta games.
Hey, if you want a Ubisoft game with a good single player co-op campaign, there's always For Honor.
Oh, I like For Honor.
That's always, I will always go to bat for Honor, because they just have the most charming game.
But also, it's not the Ubisoft format.
No, it's not. No. I mean, it kind of is.
That's what I mean, though. Like, I'll play a game made by Ubisoft if it's a good game, but it's like, I don't want to play Ubisoft open world games anymore.
Yeah, the crew.
Yeah.
It's the crew.
Steep. Like, For Honor, like, it's a thing I've been thinking about, or noticing, like, from playing The Division and, like, playing Far Cry a couple of months ago when it came out, is, like, Ubisoft, like, reuse, like, elements of their UI and, like, just graphical assets from, like, game to game, regardless of whether or not they fit in the game.
Right.
Like, For Honor has, like, some of the exact same assets that are in Rainbow Six, that are also in The Division, that are also in Far Cry 5, like, that are also in Watch Dogs. Like,
they all run on the same proprietary engine, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But, like, if you put in, like, if you're playing Watch Dogs 2, right, and you put in, like, I want to drive to this spot on the map, and that, like blue arrowhead that comes, like, on the road, that's also in The Division, that's also in Far Cry, that's also in The Crew. It's like the exact same thing. Like, if you look at, like, the way that, like, For Honor, like, visually places points on the map for you to go and control, those are the same assets that are in Rainbow Six. So it's like, it really speaks to, like, this thing that Ubisoft are doing, where, like, all their stuff is, like, kind of becoming the same game, even when it's something like For Honor or Rainbow Six that aren't open world games and that are very focused. Like, it's all kind of becoming this generic like, Ubisoft slop, and I'm kind of worried.
It's homogenizing in a weird way.
I'm waiting for Just Dance's GPS system to come out and see the arrow.
Yeah, because it's like, how long until you put that in Assassin's Creed? Or how long before that shows up in, like, Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Hey, are you trying to take away
Rabbids?
jobs from hardworking GPS units? This guy's getting work, and you're out here just saying,
look,
oh, man, he's in every single game.
I'm just saying he should change his clothes once in a while. That's all I'm saying. Like, use the same tech, but you don't have to use the exact same asset, you know? Like, you can make it look different once in a while, Ubisoft. Like, you have 25 billion studios. You can figure it out, I'm sure.
I mean,
like,
they turn over games pretty frequently, so I'm not that surprised by them using a lot of the same stuff, especially when a lot of it is very similar aesthetically.
Yeah, and I think that, but like, I think that's a big problem they have.
Oh yeah,
like,
it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, I'm not that bothered by it as much as I am bothered by the way their games handle. Like yes, you're not wrong in the sense of like, these aesthetics are a microcosm of Ubisoft open world games. Like, they're a microcosm of the problems of those games. Mm-hmm. Like, it makes total sense, but at the same time, it's the thing I'm the least upset about. Because I played Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4, and I hate those games, and I never want to play Far Cry 5 because it sounds like the worst aspects of those games magnified.
Far Cry 5 is like the most chaotic open world game I think I've ever played in my life. You do not get like more, like every 10 seconds you are literally like just besieged by 100 bad guys, and it's just like, man, I just want to check my map and go to the next mission. I don't need to be like murdered by a bunch of random encounters every few seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all never been to Montana, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, it's a good time.
It's the same thing, yeah. They just got it accurate, is all.
Yeah.
I think for me though, like the thing with the Ubisoft games that like is really bothering me is the fact that it's going the opposite way that I feel like it should.
Yeah.
Like it would make sense in a way for them to all start out in a way that like they all like very clearly have the same architecture and then over time branch out from that. But instead it feels like you're taking different IPs that are all distinct, like Rainbow Six, For Honor, The Division, Far Cry, and you're bringing them all into like being one thing in a weird way. Like it feels like the opposite way, and it's like their games are losing whatever little soul they had.
Totally, yeah.
Which I feel like is the big like Ubisoft criticism, right? For,
is
like,
the Ubisoft soul worth protecting though?
It would be a thing like if the games were unique, like if they had their own identifiers. Just
Dance 2 is one of my favorite games ever. And I kind of like, I knew where that was going though. We knew eventually it would just end up being some app on a phone.
Sure.
That they could just endlessly churn out the same animations into, with the exact same like choreography studio and the same panda outfit every single time for whatever the new pop hit was.
I mean, they should just add more anime girls to it, in my opinion. You know, get a couple idols on there.
Put more Miku into it.
See, I was talking more about Love Live, but that works too.
Yeah, soon they'll have like a South Park dance. It's just you standing in one
Niall,
position.
you have to stop. Like, no.
That's where it's going.
No,
we can't.
I bet.
Niall, please.
Once you say it.
I bet there's a South Park Mogi out there. Like, I bet, and it sucks.
Oh, I'm just trying to like visualize somebody having to dance to like South Park animation, and it's just the worst. I hate it. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
You didn't see the Angry Birds Just Dance song, did you?
No, I didn't, and I don't want to.
It involves a lot of like the players with the Wiimotes in their hands colliding into each other.
Great.
It's great. It's not great. I lied.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Speaking of Destiny-like, Scott, you played a lot of Warframe, and as I understand it, that's pretty Destiny-like.
It's pretty Destiny-like. I've been getting back into it with a couple pals. So here's the thing. I have played a lot of Warframe in my life. I started playing it when it was still a closed beta, and that was that was years ago. So I think at this point in my life, I felt like I had enough of Warframe. Like, I did not need to play any more of it, but I've gotten back into it, and I'm sure this is nothing new to people who have played Warframe, but what they have been adding are, like, actual cinematic story quests in a way that is, like, intensely, dramatically different from anything else they've done in the past. Like, hey, here is an actual story that we are telling. Here are full-blown cutscenes, like, full fucking everything. And it's buck wild. It's absurd in a way that, like, this is a free game anyone can play, anyone can access this, and you are getting pretty much, like, an actual, like, full game's worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit of a spoiler. I have over 500 hours logged in Warframe, and I have just now unlocked character customization. Not like the Warframe part customization, like, you get an actual main character that you play as and walk around as that you can customize. Like a human. Yeah.
After 500 hours?
Well, like, you know, new players will probably get it, like pretty soon. But part of that story is, like, you like, eventually find, like, you eventually, like, there is a difference between what a Warframe is and what a Tenno is, even though up until that point you have been referred to as both. But eventually you find out what a Tenno is, and then you get to be able to play as a Tenno, who is also a sassy teen.
This is some Iron Giant shit.
It's wild. It's so cool.
Sounds perfect.
And like, initially when you unlock it, it's just like, oh, now I have a cool ultimate attack that, like, is a laser beam. But once you keep playing more of the story missions, you go through, like, this wild training montage, and you actually get to start playing as that character, like, in missions. And you have a whole new set of abilities. Like, it is, like, it is just a dramatic shift in how you play that game, and it's wild to me that this stuff has been gated at all. But it's so cool. Like, people should really try out Warframe, play the story, and, like, see this stuff for themselves, because I don't, it feels like the least talked about thing in the world for a game that is so big. Like, people who play Warframe know about it. People who haven't, like, you guys are just now hearing that you play as a teen character who shoots things with lasers. It's tight. So,
how did this miss me?
I know, right? Like, that stuff doesn't get out there. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid of talking about it because it is pretty spoilery. Like, the fact that I'm mentioning it, but it's that catch-22 of, like, okay, now I know there's something more and something more interesting in the gameplay out there, and I want to see it for myself. So, like, you know, if you're interested in Warframe and want to check this stuff out, you really, really should. I highly recommend it. But, like, there's still more of the story that I have to play. There was, they added more to it, just this last June, and I haven't touched that yet. But the things I've heard about it from other people I'm playing with who have gotten that far, it sounds even more absurd. Like, it sounds as though they, like, completely cut the legs out from under you in a way that a free-to-play game shouldn't. Like, it's set, like, especially for people who have played this game before and have played it for so long, like, seeing the things that they do to completely recontextualize it is really cool.
Right, like, it's almost sort of like, sounds like, we've got you to play this much of it, so now we're gonna, like, really, like, mess with you a little bit, because you're in anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, you know that we're not just, at this point, we know that you like the game enough, and you know that we're not, like, screwing you over out of money enough, like, that we can actually do something cool, which is, like, a really novel concept, I think, for a free-to-play game.
That's surprisingly novel, knowing MMOs.
It's really neat.
That MMOs usually do as much, like, hard work as they can to make sure their story doesn't change at all, ever.
Oh, no, it completely wildly shifts.
Yeah.
It's wild. and like the other part of it is, I'm a person who's played it for a really long time, and this is still a game that's in development. People who are just jumping in now aren't going to have the expectations that I have as someone who's played it for 500 hours. And they're not going to, they're going to go in, they're going to see the cinematic stuff and go, that's kind of cool. And they're probably going to play they're probably going to play like a good amount of what that game is before they get to the story stuff. I'd probably give an estimate of around like 10 to 15 hours. So that's still a pretty decent amount of time before you could get to the completely buck wild stuff.
Right.
That's a normal amount of time for most video games.
Yeah.
That seems completely reasonable.
Yeah. But it's such a wild thing for something I have been invested in for a while.
I'm so glad you're enjoying this. This sounds awesome.
It's really cool.
So, Scott, I pulled up the Warframe main webpage, and I've got this nice looping video of like bad guys and people with big guns and energy swords and shit. But the subtitle to Warframe says Warframe Ninjas Play Free. Yeah,
that's like the tagline they use.
And I don't know what I'm supposed to take from that.
It's because like
Am I a ninja? Am I supposed to be a ninja?
Yeah, like all Warframes are pretty ninja-like.
They're trying to appeal to like ICP fans, I guess.
That's kind of my first thought.
It's a really old tagline because a lot of the older Warframes are very ninja-y and there are a lot of like space katanas, but now the frames are way more diverse. Like there's one that's just a knight. There is one that's a pop idol. Like there's a bunch of different kinds of characters you can play as.
I'm sorry, Scott, did you say I could be a robot pop idol?
Yes, you can be. And the way that you can purchase the frame yourself, but the way that you unlock it is going into a specific tile set, finding a special mini game within that tile set that is like music / rhythm based. And then when you complete that mini game, you get a part for that Warframe.
Okay, I am Ninja. I will play for free right now.
It just does a whole bunch of like weird, obscure things like that, especially in a bunch of different cool types of levels. Like the new levels that they have added since the last time I played are so fucking wild. Like there's one that I played a lot of, and I think I'm a little tired of it now because a lot of the main quest takes place in it. But the first time you go there, it is this Grenier water base where one of the first things you do when you step inside this giant ass base, like from the you land on the outside and then you walk in and it does the Final Fantasy VII Midgar, like you standing in front of a giant building thing. Mm-hmm. And then you walk in and one of the first things is there's a giant elevator shaft that leads down. You can take that elevator shaft down, but also you don't take fall damage. So you can just jump down and it's tight as hell. And then
Scott, no, I'm good. You've got me, Scott.
There's more.
You're kind of selling me on this as well.
There's more.
Honestly.
The more you play deeper into that level, by this time you would have unlocked your arc wing, which is like it is a 0G like set of wings that you put on your character in order to like navigate through open flight space levels. Mm-hmm. And you use that arc wing in this level to navigate underwater. It just seamlessly transitions between like walking around in this underwater base to just going underwater and flying around in there.
Swimming robots.
It's real cool. Warframe's tight.
Mom, get me Warframe.
It's free, Solon. You can download it today.
Solon's gonna get the middle schoolers in a Warframe in September. It's gonna be...
Hey, middle schoolers, guess what? Ninjas play free. You want to be a ninja?
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop,
whoop. World Star.
Shout out to the Dark Carnival, I guess.
Niall's reluctant shout outs.
Yeah. Isn't the gathering happening around now? Doesn't it usually happen around now?
I'm gonna look it up.
Let me
I'm Pacific Northwest. Yeah. I'm really far away from any of that.
Wednesday, July 2018.
Wow,
it's coming up.
Yeah.
Scott, we got to send you to the gathering as media to like.
Yeah, can you get a media pass for that?
I think you can. I feel like you can because like Vice always do articles on it. But we can send Scott and see what they think of.
Where is it?
Isn't it usually in like Illinois
or Ohio or something?
Or
Where
Ohio?
do you think
Yeah,
I live?
Look, as far as I'm aware, like every state that is in Florida or California or New York is pretty much the same state.
Well, yeah.
It says this year is going to be in Legend Valley, and I don't know where that is.
Legend
I think
Valley?
it's like, where's Legend Valley? Where is Legend Valley? Oh, it's in Ohio.
Hey!
Let's shout out to Trex and see if they can go to it.
Yeah. Bring Trex back on the site just to send them to the gathering.
Special correspondent.
Yeah. The Warframe correspondent at the gathering of the Juggalos.
There's a new trailer for this year's Dark Carnival.
Ooh.
Their trailers are always like 20 minutes long.
It's only a minute and a half. They cut it down.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally you get like Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope like in front of a green screen doing some weird like pro wrestling commentary or there was one year I think they did like a Dr. Phil type thing. I don't know. I haven't had a chance yet to watch this year's gathering video. For a while there, it was one of those videos that every year, like, me and a couple of people I know would watch them together. It was like the way that our friend Review Bro does his Average Day, which just came out. Scott and I watched that last night.
That was a big event for you guys. I don't know who Review Bra is, but
we gotta show you.
Hey, no, you live in blissful ignorance, and I'd hate to ruin that.
Oh, okay.
There's a part where he's just like filming like a leftover pizza that's like gone stale, and he just like picks up a bunch of the slices of the pizza and he walks outside and it's like 2 a.m. and he just throws them into like the bushes and you're just like, what are you doing? Like, people don't do that.
You're right. People don't do that.
That's not a thing.
That immediately sounds like
that video.
The most low stakes YouTube stunting I've ever heard.
It's high stakes watching it. Trust me.
Yeah, it's an hour-long video and it's intense.
It is a feature-length production.
Yeah.
I highly recommend watching the other Average Days, though, like in a marathon, if you haven't watched them before.
Yeah, I feel like the new one is a bad place to jump in if you're unfamiliar with everyone's favorite food reviewer.
The way the new one like unveils its horror is way more subtle than the other ones.
Yeah, like there's like he's always had in those videos especially. There's always been this like undercurrent of darkness to them, but like there's just like it's way more subtle in this one because it comes through in like little things he says. Like there's a part where he I think it's like 2 or 3 times he mentions that he can't stay awake for longer than 12 hours anymore. Yeah. And then he's like, you know, I've stopped eating fried food every day of the week. Now I cook for myself once or twice, and like, it's like, my guy, you're literally dying on camera in front of us. You need to. You need to be better about this.
The worst part was definitely. The worst part for me was definitely like, and this is another very subtle thing that I think was done through filmmaking. While he was doing his hair treatment scene, which is a regular in his Average Day videos, this one was a little challenging. I don't think it was as bad as other ones, but it was also like very subtly dark in a lot of ways that I really appreciated. Like there's one part where the lighting in the background just casually hits his extremely long fingernails. And then you get reminded that those exist, and it's so horrifying.
He refuses to cut. He refuses to cut his fingernails, and it's disgusting. And
That's not average.
It's his average day 2018.
There is nothing about him that's average.
He's a great man.
There's like a part where he's reading his emails, and it's like,
oh god,
he's in the dark reading his emails, and like the only light is coming from his computer screen, so it like only half of his face is lit, and it's and he has the camera at like, you know, that angle where it's like looking up at the person's face, so that it like gives the person who it's filming like a sense of authority over the viewer. So it's that shot, and because only half of his face is lit, it's really like, it's really sinister. Like he's it's an incredible video.
2015 Twitch aesthetic. Yeah.
It is literally like if you went to Sundance and they showed one of those things, you'd be like, yeah, this could win like best 100%
or whatever. I still think last year's is probably one of the best ones he ever did, because I don't know how much you know about Review Bra, but if you know anything about him, it's that he enjoys wearing suits, as in he wears suits exclusively. And there is an amazing part in last year's that gets kind of undercut by this year, where he's walking around, it's in first person, and then he looks in the mirror, like he does the mirror selfie shot, and he's just wearing a t-shirt. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How are you wearing a t-shirt?
Yeah, it's really weird.
That's not an average day.
It was like a monster reveal, honestly. It was really amazing.
It's an incredible video. Everyone should watch it, honestly. Like, there was no fashion show though this year. Like, he did a fashion show in it last year. I think to just like add some time to it, where he just.
This year we got very upset by his cardigan.
Oh yeah, because he wore like a short sleeve dress shirt with like a petticoat and a suit jacket, and it's like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah.
Who wears a short sleeve shirt with a suit? Like, it's.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Yeah. That's just who he is, man, and he's never going to compromise.
We can't talk about.
Yeah, we can't do this.
We can't keep this up.
So what's been happening in the news lately? What's the Chooch news?
Oh, we're an hour in. I think we gotta. I don't even know if there's any news really.
There's not a lot.
There's like two big stories. I guess the biggest one is that Google, I suppose, are getting into video games. Maybe they're making a console. Jason Schreier from Kotaku reported this, that they are looking into bringing out a gaming platform. They've brought in Phil Harrison, who people might remember from both Sony and Microsoft. He's been an executive there. They're kind of like pitching it as sort of like, it's hard to tell whether they're looking to be kind of this PS Now type thing, or whether they're more looking at an Xbox Game Pass, EA Origin Premium kind of thing. Like, it's kind of vaguely worded in that sense, like whether it's, do you pay a flat monthly fee and download, or do you stream games?
The way I understood it is that it's potentially going to be like mostly streaming.
Yeah, like there was something like in that article that was like they're aiming to almost make it like you can play The Witcher in your like Chrome browser,
right?
Which is like, aside from the fact that that's you would need a hell of a supercomputer to do that even now, like streaming content is difficult at the best of times, like at games even more so, because you know, you have fidelity problems and input lag and all this kind of stuff. Like, and then you factor in that, like, bandwidth caps are coming, like, through in a major way, especially in the US. You guys just lost net neutrality. Most places in the world don't have particularly good internet to begin with.
No.
Like,
I know you have to deal with a really bad, like, monthly cap.
Like, my cap is 750 gigabytes now.
Jesus.
So, like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, there was a time where I had to be like, this like mobile provider technically gives you free data on a phone. I could get a different SIM card and put it in like a Wi-Fi hotspot and use that, and that's going to work, which is what I did. But now, like, I have like actual like 750 gigs, which is more than I could ever use.
Right.
Good.
But yeah, but like if you're, in my kind of situation up until a few months ago, or you're in like basically anywhere that isn't a first world country or any rural, like even in the, like as I understand it, like in the US even, there are like a lot of rural communities that have basically terrible internet. Like it's not the kind of thing that if Google want to go down that road is going to work. Like you're not going to shift systems of whatever this thing is going to be if it's streaming only.
Right.
Like
it sounds like it's probably going to be specifically United States oriented, even though like, they're going to try and sell a console globally, obviously, but like,
right.
They're clearly shooting for people with high-end internet if they're going to go all streaming.
Right. But like, even most people in the US now, like you guys can probably speak to this better than I can, but I remember like a year ago hearing everyone over there being like, oh, we're all going to have data caps now.
Oh yeah, no, we're absolutely getting hit with that. So, like I think ours right now, I'd have to ask my roommate, but I think ours right now is like 2 terabytes, which is like, but we're both like big gamers though who download a lot of shit constantly. And we also stream pretty regularly too. So that's like, we do, there has been times where we've come pretty close to using that up. And I'm worried, like if that persists, then like, that's not going to be great for us.
Especially as 4K gaming expands and
yeah, exactly.
The tools that we use to game with are expanding and increasing exponentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, like, this story mentions The Witcher 3. Like, that game is what, like 50, 60 gigabytes at least? Like, if you have to stream
I don't know how much. We're not going to like stream the full amount of that game. I think the problem really comes from like streaming games constantly. Like, okay, now I'm done with this game. I'm going to play the next one. That's not really tenable if what you're doing is streaming games. Like, at some point, streaming a video game is going to be way more, like, if you're playing full 100-hour video games, it's going to be more on your data than actually just downloading it. Yeah. The benefit of that is, yes, it's more accessible on a lot of different outlets. Like, yeah, sure, I can play The Witcher 3 on my phone, I guess. But like, at the same time, I don't know how much I really want that, or how much a lot of people want that. But also things like Fortnite and PUBG on phones are really huge. Mm-hmm. I might not want that, but a lot of the younger generation that didn't grow up with consoles or PCs are gonna want to play things on their phones. So that makes more sense to me. And I don't know how tenable streaming games is gonna be, especially if people are doing that off of data.
Yeah, and I don't know how that's like. It's a big difference between I'm gonna stream like Fortnite on my phone, like, and I'm gonna stream The Witcher 3 on a console that is built for streaming and for streaming only. Like, it feels like this is a thing that is like this is an idea that maybe is gonna work someday, but like that someday is not now, and it's not a year from now. Like,
definitely not where we're at now. Maybe if we do get better, if we like internationally, as an international community, get to the point where internet is way more accessible and there's less restriction on data, then it would be possible. And it would probably be the viable way of doing things. And it sounds to me like tech companies are going out of their way to shoot for this thing in order for everything to catch up, which is going to come at a huge cost to consumers.
Yeah. And like, I could see it working if they were like, it's digital only, but it's digital only in the sense of you download the games. Like, sure, that's going to happen eventually. But like, streaming, I don't think is really going to work at this point of games. Like, you're always going to have people who are going to want the games on their system for better input lag, for like advantages actually playing competitively, especially like as esports continue to grow. Like, I personally have been, sorry to interrupt. I personally have
been more partial to downloading games because being able to play it like at launch a day is something I enjoy more than like having to wait a couple days and getting like a cheaper copy on Amazon.
And I think it's worth like mentioning as well that like Google does not have the best track record with their hardware.
No.
Like we've seen them, like they abandoned Google Glass more or less immediately. They were rolling out Google Fiber, as Rose mentions in her write-up, and then they just went like, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if this is a prototype that never actually gets released or is used as like a technology pitch to Microsoft and Sony with the new generation of stuff like being worked on at the moment, like in the same way that OnLive was like 6 or 7 years ago. But yeah,
that was exactly what I was going to bring up, because Jason Schreier's Kotaku article brings up OnLive. So there's history of this kind of system, kind of like virtual streaming console system, as well as Google's history of kind of falling on certain projects once they've reached their scientific lifespan, like Google Glass and the wearable technologies. And so from both of those angles, this seems strange. This seems like something that's not gonna go great. But at the same time, that niche is still there. People wanting to stream their games. And I mean, I'm going to bring back my middle schoolers' perspective, but they don't need VPNs anymore, or what did we do in middle school? We did
Tor. Was Tor around in middle school? I don't remember.
The ways that we accessed games in middle school to get around like school filters and stuff, they don't need that anymore because they can just stream off of their Chromebooks, their home computers.
I used LimeWire.
Yeah.
While I was still on AOL.
Yeah. So you got tons of viruses, and now you're going to jail because you just admitted to a crime. Great.
That's okay.
Goodbye, Scott.
That's fine. I'd like to see I'd like to see them fucking find me.
Yeah, Scott uses a VPN for everything. He's recording through like ExpressVPN routed through an Onion network. It's all like Scott's on the dark web.
This Discord account is not real.
Yeah, Scott uses a different Discord account every day.
But yeah, no, I get a lot of students that are streaming Fortnite off of their Chromebooks in a tab.
Wow. Jeez.
And I gotta get the teachers to be like, all right, if you see that tab open, you gotta close that.
Yeah.
Because that's just video games. And so, yeah, there's even if Google doesn't take this off the way that people are expecting, those kinds of things already kind of exist out there for the people who really want to use them, which is, I guess, just middle schoolers. Just 13 and 14-year-olds. Thanks, Google.
See, it's really good now that we have Solon because we're all like approaching our 30s
we can get
at
in
this
touch.
point. So now we have like
approaching.
We have an anchor in what the kids are into these days.
Welcome to Tiger Beat. This is the video game edition.
Chooch Teen.
It's our new print magazine. We're gonna have like pictures of John that are photoshopped to make him look like a boy band idol, like on the cover every month. It's gonna be great.
You don't have much to Photoshop, baby.
I want to see with Google's. I want to see Google's console thing, whatever it is. I want to see it take off. I really want to see it like blossom into a project that actually gets finished. But I think the thing that will stop that is because when we saw OnLive kick off, we knew it didn't have the resources to like actually become a real thing, a competitor in the console markets or anything like that. But with Google, it's like, oh, well, they have the resources, but
they could literally buy Microsoft and Sony if they wanted
exactly.
to, like, realistically. Like,
they're richer than God. They can do whatever they want. The interesting thing will be, I want to see if they get bloated down by other Google systems. If they try to make this new system interface with all of the other Google systems to a point to where That will be the way you know if they're serious or not about this. Because if they are serious, they won't have it be touched by anything else.
I think at this point, Google probably won't be able to resist bringing it into the rest of their ecosystem,
right?
Because they do that with everything at this point. Like that point alone, like, kind of makes me fear this like awful like mega corporation thing where like every aspect of your life is now controlled by Google. Like, it's already getting to that point. I don't know if I want them also controlling my video game playing.
Sure.
Or, like, watching me play the, like, hentai visual novels people gift me during Steam sales. Like,
hey, that's like most of Steam's influx of currency.
Yeah, like, it's bad enough that Gabe Newell knows. I don't know if I want to know that, like, Google to know. Like, I don't even use Google as a search engine at this point, or as like a mail provider.
Okay, Google.
Like,
how long has Scott played Dark Elf for? Google says here about like 7.5 minutes.
That's not true.
Okay, sure.
It's 1.7 hours. The screenshot's right in front of you. How did you not read it?
Like, do you need to boot up your Google, like, game box and see fucking Google Plus notifications that Scott unlocked, like, this Scott got 100 achievement points in Dark Elf, and
Dark Elf doesn't have achievements. Gothic Breaker does, though.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, then that Scott, like, got every achievement in Gothic Breaker.
All 6 of them.
Yeah. Or that Ryan is playing Deep Space Waifu or whatever, like, Ryan is back on his fucking Sakura clicker thing. Like, I don't need to see that. Like, it's bad enough that Discord is doing that now. It's bad enough that that's on my Steam already. That, like, I have to see when people are all logged into Duke Nukem 3D for no reason. Just because it's a funny joke. Like,
you know what's messed up?
What's messed up?
When I played Dark Elf and I went to the bathroom, I really wish I got an achievement for when I said, yes, use toilet.
We got to contact the devs.
Yeah.
Fix that. Get some trading cards. Yeah. Get some Steam cards for going to the bathroom.
Yeah, they need some Steam. Actually, I believe Dark Elf does have Steam trading cards.
Of course it does. Of course
it does.
Let
me actually look real quick. Let me look and see if I have Steam trading cards for Dark Elf, because I'm pretty sure I do. Let's see. Inventory.
Can you get trading cards that are expensive enough to buy to make your money back from what someone paid for Dark Elf?
Good news. I have 2 Dark Elf trading cards. One of them is torture, and the other one is awkward.
How bad is the art for them?
It's not. There's nothing going on in the artwork. It's just like the anime girl's face.
Awkward torture.
That's surprising. I haven't watched the stream you did yet, but like I've seen screenshots from Dark Elf, and having just seen
I didn't
what that
play
character...
Dark Elf on stream.
No, he couldn't play Dark Elf on stream.
Okay.
I can't do that. I mean, I actually probably could, but I don't want to because here's the actual thing about Dark Elf. I really don't want to encourage people to play it because it's a rancid, terrible game, and I don't want people. I don't want to expose that to people.
No, go play Warframe. No,
go play Warframe.
Yeah.
Go play Barbie's Nightmare Adventure or whatever you said that game was called. What was that game called?
Barbie Dreamhouse Party.
There we go. Nightmare Adventure.
Barbie's Nightmare Cellar Adventure is a very different game than her Dreamhouse. It's the expansion.
Yeah, I think that's the DLC for Outlast 2, I think.
The awkward card sells for 26 cents on the marketplace.
Ooh, you gotta move on that.
Yeah, I gotta get on that. Unless, Dark Elf goes on sale again and a bunch of people start playing it. Just lower the cost of Dark Elf cards.
Yeah, sell now.
Don't play Dark Elf! It's bad!
People are gonna play it now, because you're, like, if you tell people not to play it, they're gonna play it. So, like, when Dark Elf, becomes the hottest seller on Steam, now that it's, according
I'll
to
take full responsibility.
off,
it's fine. Oh, here's the thing. Dark Elf itself is really cheap on Steam, but the patch to unlock, the version that is not really the version that comes on Steam is not what you would consider
the mature version.
Yeah, the mature, the real experience of Dark Elf. The way you unlock that is you pay $12 on a Japanese website.
Ooh.
So that's for a patch.
Y'all go play Loopysoft games. Go play Mutiny and go play Toko.
Don't fucking play Dark Elf. I swear to God, it's so bad. If I have to record a video of me playing Dark Elf just to show people that this is a bad game and they shouldn't play it, then I will, but I don't want to make any promises.
Don't do it. You're going to blow up the market, the Steam marketplace on those trading cards. And then how are you going to get your 26 cents?
Is there a streaming platform that lets you actually stream H games? Because that would be a fun idea to do at some point.
No.
The porn sites do. You can do Let's Plays on the porn sites.
I feel like John wouldn't let me.
Just saying.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I guess that's what we're gonna do instead of like another 69 episode. We're gonna get on a campsite. Scott's gonna play Dark Elf. I got a copy of Mutiny from the site.
Welcome to my free cam stream of Dark Elf.
Dirty games done quick.
Fuck no.
There you go. And now we got an episode title. That's great. Oh God, we spent 20 minutes talking about this at this point.
Let's please move on.
So yes. Then there was a news story you wanted to talk about a cute little hamster. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Yeah, they just added Hamtaro to Overwatch. I couldn't be more excited.
Neat.
He's in a little ball. His name is Hammond.
Hammond is the 28th hero for Overwatch, and it's just a little hamster in a mech. And the story behind it is that Winston had there was another escaped animal that they were genetically experimenting on right next to Winston, and it was a little hamster. People kind of were thinking that it was a chimpanzee because there was a lot of there was a medium-sized cage, and there were a bunch of bananas and Winston-esque snacks, I guess. But nope, just a real hungry and very large hamster. Hammond is about the size of a dog. He's a big old pupper. And so he just is a tank that is, unlike the other tanks, he moves very quickly and he can move around spaces. He doesn't make very large shields for the other players, so it's just a different style. And it comes back to what Overwatch was best at all along. And that was a shooter where the characters could move very efficiently. And so Hammond is a wrecking ball. The actual character's name is Wrecking Ball until they fix that and they patch that out and name him Hammond, which is the right name for an Overwatch hero.
Which they should.
But he's got a little wrecking ball move. He has a little hamster ball move. And his whole thing is about getting close and making a bunch of proximity mines that explode on contact. And it's going to be a really interesting meta now that that's in there, because the dive meta suddenly becomes much more palpable with faster tanks, someone who's also quick and nimble like D.Va is. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Is he out on the PTR?
Yes.
Or is he in the full game? Yeah, he's in the PTR.
Yeah, they announced it, and then he came out that day, and we were like, oh, okay. I haven't gotten my hands on it.
Have you tried
personally.
No? Okay.
I've only watched a bazillion videos of it, and that's because right now, it's literally been a day and a half, I think, and so the PTR is just Hammond's, which is not that helpful to understanding how a player plays, but it is fun as hell. Basically, it's it feels like you're playing Bionic Commando, because it's just a little chain that chains you to a spot, and then you just start swinging around on that spot. So the idea, I think, was for them to you grab a platform above you and swing like a wrecking ball in a kind of arc pattern.
Right. Yeah.
But you can just kind of grab onto the side of any wall and swing horizontally like you're some kind of frigged up ping pong paddle. Like, what are those little bungee paddles that you played with as kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those always became weapons in the hands of 6-year-olds. And that's
Of course.
basically what Hammond is.
Everything does.
They have a cute little origin story about Hammond, where when the fall of Winston happened, the fall of man, Hammond also fell, but they fell on different continents of the Earth. And so while Winston got to fall in the civilized areas of the planet that were all connected to each other, Hammond fell on Junkertown and became the king of Junkertown. The queen of the Junker Queen had these big tournaments, and Hammond loved playing in the tournaments and loved killing all of the other mechs. But nobody knew that the person who kept winning these tournaments was a small hamster. And so he just took all his winnings and made his robot better and stronger and just lived in Junkertown. That's why we hadn't heard of him yet. It's because he's just hanging out, having fun.
Just hanging out, having a good time.
Playing death games, yeah.
I know you put down that you've been playing Overwatch on our podcast document, Solon. Like, are you a big, like, Overwatch player? Like, is Hammond coming into the game now gonna, like, get you even more invested, or have you just,
I haven't been playing because I just enjoy watching it more than anything else. And with the Overwatch League happening, that's been a really fun, interesting, a lot of politics and drama and nice, just big jolly reality show with hefty cash prizes at the end. I love that stuff. I so love that stuff. Big Brother started yesterday. Yes, I'm back. I'm living my best life. God,
I didn't know they still made Big Brother.
Buddy.
Oh, it's been so many years since I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Overwatch is kind of like this reality show to me. And so keeping up with it has been rewarding. But I think Hammond might be the thing that gets me back into it. I really think we're close to just me coming back on like that arc that you get into with games where it's like, oh, I loved this game like a year ago. I should get back into that.
Yes.
I'm on that backswing.
Yeah, that's kind of like the way Overwatch has been for me as well since it came out, is like, yeah, I get into it for like a few weeks, or like people I know start playing it again, so I pick it up, and then everyone kind of drifts away from it and then back to it after a few months or whatever. Like, that's very much the Overwatch thing for me. Like, I don't understand how people, well, I do understand, but like, it's wild to me that I know people who are like level 600 in that game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the amount of time, like, is just unreal. Like, I've probably, like, put in, like, 50 hours into that game, and I still only know how to play as Mercy. Like, that's kind of where I am in my Overwatch playing.
Hey, Mercy's still top of the ranks. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. You don't have to aim at all. It's great.
Well, if you're a bad player.
Listen, I am an excellent Mercy, as anyone has ever played with me.
Yeah, if I ever get back into Overwatch, it's probably because somehow I managed to put down Sea of Thieves. That's been my baby for the last couple months. Just love that.
How is that? Like,
Pirates! I didn't know how much I loved Pirates until I started playing the silly little pirate simulator. It's fun as heck.
Like, I've seen things about that game that make me think like, oh, that looks great. Like, the idea that you can just like pull out an accordion and start drinking and play an accordion until you get sick is like,
and that doesn't get old.
Yeah, that's like a really great thing. Sea of Thieves is like the kind of game that almost like The Division in a way. Like, once that thing's been out long enough that they've added to it like a significant amount, and that they've like cleaned up the rough edges, I could see myself getting into it.
I would recommend getting into it now with the rough edges, because the difference between a lot of these other MMOs or just kind of online games that you play with a couple of friends on and off is Rare. Rare has been doing such an amazing job of just on the weekly adding little things here and there. And they actually this last month, they've added things that have antagonized players, and they've added things that have helped players. And so they kind of like switch that on and off every week or two in a way that's been really rewarding. So and it's always the littlest, tiniest things. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they added a little in the patch notes. They were like, by the way, more skeletons are going to be spawning, and they're going to spawn on every mission you're on. And it's like, that sucks, because I want to just dig for buried treasure. I don't want to spend all my time fighting skeletons. So for 2 weeks, we're like, God, this sucks. This is just hard and painful, and I'm sick of this. And then 2 days ago, they patched in. So sometimes these skeletons will just have exploding barrels in their hands. And it's like, what? Okay, what does that mean? So now all of these multitudes of skeletons that are hoarding all over the place, sometimes there's just one of them that will explode all the rest of them, making everything so much easier. And it's like, I have been played. I have been worked. Sea of Thieves, rare, they got me. Now we're on the upward swing, because we're like, yeah, we're getting back into this now. This is awesome. We get to just blow up skeletons all days, and they give us achievements that also work into all of the things that we're leveling up already. And it's been awesome. It's been so fun and rewarding, and all of the every time they add new multiplayer stuff into it, it's always something that's cooperative. Mm-hmm. Like, all of the new achievements are like, blow up skeletons in a chain reaction together with another crew, some strangers in the Sea of Thieves. And it's like, oh, so we can just call someone else and be like, hey, you guys over on that other island, you want to help us blow up skeletons? And that's not a hard sell for the other crews in the sea. And so they're not like fucking with you anymore. It's not as much about that. And there's been a ton of more
like,
yeah,
it's more like an adventure now at this point, I guess.
Yep. They've had multiplayer raids that they've put out these last 2 months.
Oh, nice.
Where you just grab any other crew on the server, and then you all do the raid together. And they're usually like maybe 20 minutes long. They're not these huge commitments, but they're fun as heck. We killed a megalodon. We've killed krakens. We've explored the seas for lost lore books. We've gotten new instruments. We've earned new songs to play together as a crew. It's just like, there's fun things, and they're all little things. None of these are like big, huge, game changing, like gonna see the news. The 28th Sea of Thieves hero has come out. Everyone look at your phones and see this. It's been very quiet. It's like this quiet growth that is really comfortable, and everyone that I've gotten to play with, that whole community of like Sea of Thieves people, while also still being assholes, because pirates, you know,
right?
They're very nice assholes, very nice, clean assholes on the Sea of Thieves.
How is the player base for that? Like, is it like, I mean, like more like numbers wise than anything else, like. Are there people still playing that? Like, do you still find yourself meeting people all the time, or is it? Because that seems like the kind of game that, much like, you know, something like Destiny or whatever, it very much relies on other people being there running around with you. Like,
that's an interesting question, because the Sea of Thieves is empty.
Right.
Every server has maybe I've never seen more than 5 boats on a server. Which means in the entire ocean that you are playing on at any given time, will have a maximum of about 20 people on it. Oh. A hard maximum of 20 people. Usually it's about 12.
And that's by design, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. But it doesn't seem, that emptiness doesn't seem like a bad thing, because there's always like, if there's a boat around you, that's a big deal. That's something that's like, all right, let's keep an eye on that boat. You guys, your job is to keep an eye on that boat while we do the mission over here. If that boat starts turning towards us, make sure you get anchors up, make sure you bring sails up, because we're going to go into turret mode, get on cannonballs. If they don't come, then we'll just get out of here and keep moving. And so like these, there's these little micro actions that are constantly happening and being negotiated on while you're playing, even though there's so few people.
Right. I guess that's kind of what you would want from that kind of game. Like, you don't want constant, like, interactions with other people. Like, it should feel like a big deal when somebody shows up to plunder you or whatever.
Yes.
Like I've like, again, like I'm going to go back to that idea of like the Dark Zone in Destiny or not Destiny in the Division that I was talking about, like where it should feel significant when you meet somebody. It should be that like it should have that tension like ingrained into it of like, are you my friend or are you going to turn on me and murder me any minute now? Like, I feel like that kind of adds to the idea of Sea of Thieves as well. Like, so that's kind of cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad people are playing it because when that game came out, like, I heard a lot of people saying, yeah, I kind of got what I needed out of that thing during the beta, so I wasn't sure if it was going to retain a player base, but it's great to hear that it actually is. And I know that they're like at E3, they were showing off footage of like new content packs for that, so I'm glad that it looks like it's going to have the legs.
Yeah, it's just a strong system. That's basically what it comes down to, is that when they change little tiny things here and there, it becomes a big thing. And so getting to be part of the life stream of this game as it changes is awesome. They gave skeletons boom barrels, and now I can just blow up skeletons for fun. Yeah. So I'm excited to see where that goes next. And so I'm here on the Sea of Thieves, reporting live from the ocean.
All right.
Okay.
All right, matey. We're starting to go a little bit long.
Yeah,
here.
we're pretty long. Did you want to do questions still, or?
Ooh, yeah, I get to do questions.
Yeah, I was just about to suggest we take a couple of questions here before we leave. Okay, so if you want to send in questions to the podcast, you can go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or you can hit us at podcast@videogamechoochoo.com if you'd rather email it in. I don't have the access to the email this week because John is away.
I had it. I don't know where it is anymore.
Yeah. He never gave me the podcast.
That's messed up.
So, yeah. Apparently he doesn't trust me. So we're just going to take what's in the Tumblr inbox this week. We're only going to take a couple of these because we're kind of going long here. I don't remember. This one came in last week, and it was just me and John on the show, and I don't remember if we answered it. So I'm just going to ask Solon and Scott and see what their response is. You'll hear, like, if we did this last week, you can just go back and listen to whatever my answer was. I don't remember. So Anonymous asks, if you were legally required to make a full-length puppet show adaptation of any video game, which video game would you make it about?
Oh, I loved this question. SSX Tricky.
Interesting.
That's a great answer.
That's a good take on puppets.
Answer. Yeah. I would love to see how you would do the Uber tricks with puppets. That would be, especially because I picture this as sock puppets, so I'm just kind of picturing Solon wearing sock puppets and waving his arms around.
That was my thought too, and then I was like, what if we had marionettes though? Oh, what if we had many strings? What if there were many performers? It seems to rock around. It's rock around. It's right on time. It's tricky.
Yeah, see, I'm just picturing Syphil and Ollie, so Scott.
I mean, clearly it's Trials Fusion, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
A sports opera.
Yeah, exactly. I think Madden would also be pretty good to do as a full-length puppet show.
I'm going to say Detroit becomes
Detroit
human.
was exactly what I thought you were going to say.
That's good because it's already a puppet show.
That would be really awesome as a puppet show, though.
I would love to see David Cage make a game about sad puppets.
David Cage Puppet Pals.
Just a really sad Ethan Mars puppet, just oh. Oh, that reminds me, Heavy Rain is going to be free on PS Plus. All your students are going to... All Solon students are going to play it over the summer. It's going to be great.
Christ.
You know what else is free on PS Plus this month? Is Zero Time Dilemma.
Mm-hmm. Great game.
Yep. Once I'm done with Danganronpa V3 in the next week or so, it's going to be Zero Time Dilemma.
How are you liking that?
Time. I'm liking it a lot.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot too. I know that a lot of people, including Scott and very much John, and I did too to some extent, but that game has kind of a pretty cynical ending, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm coming right up to it. I am at the sweet spot in chapter 6, right before everything goes to shit.
Have fun.
Yeah. If you're watching the Let's Play on youtube.com/SolinFace, it's the time right now. If you want to see the live, raw feeling that is the ending of that game.
Like, I feel like the ending of that game, to a lot of people, overshadows a lot of the really good stuff in that game. Like that.
Oh no, I think it's a genuinely good Danganronpa game.
Yeah, I do too. Like, that 5th trial especially is just wild. I loved that.
I that was one of the ones I liked the least.
I really liked it. I didn't like the 3rd trial very much because I felt like it was very obvious right from the start.
Which one was the 3rd one?
The ritual one.
Oh, yeah.
Like I felt like that was very obvious from the start, but
in a comfortable way. I really liked how obvious that was.
I thought it was well like put together. I like
it's very good dramatically.
Yep. Yeah, I just like a bit of, Danganronpa pulling, like, I didn't see that coming. Like, the 2nd trial kind of...
The first trial of that game is excellent. Like...
Yeah. Like, the 2nd trial and the 3rd trial of that game both were, like, the ones that let me down, because, like, with the 2nd trial, I keyed in on it, like, immediately. Like, before the trial even started, I was like, this is how this happened, this is who did it. Like, but the 3rd trial, I was like... Yeah, I liked this, but I would have liked it more if it was if there was, like, some ambiguity as to who it was. And also if, like, that twist with Korekio wasn't so terrible.
But this game's been all about building up to that big climactic ending, way more than any of the other Danganronpas have, which I think was kind of their point or idea the whole time. So, just wait
and see. Oh, yeah. Strap yourself in.
Sure.
Speaking of Danganronpa... we got a question from Pinstripe Hourglass that asks, could Tetsuya Naito beat Nagito Komeda?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
Naito is a fucking dynamo and will destroy Komeda in every sense of the word. Naito wouldn't put up with Komeda's shit.
The thing is, though, like, it's, as we all know, like, the only person who can really beat Komeda is Komeda at this point. Like...
Will the mind games get to Tetsuya Naito?
Yeah, like Komeda is like, I think that would be close, like physically and like in terms of like power and speed, like there is no comparison, but it's like
he's a teenage high schooler.
Toru Yano occasionally wins matches against like Naito, like, like you can't put a price on mind games, like.
Who was this? Was that Pinstripe?
Yes, that's Pinstripe Hourglass.
Pinstripe Hourglass, thank you for that question, because I know I'm in the right place right now. Holy shit, that was the most niche question I've ever heard, and I love it.
I think there's something ultimately disturbing about a character that enjoys committing crimes and maybe even finds them funny, which is what I believe Komeda is.
Yeah. What a rat bastard. We love him.
Look,
a real joker, that one.
He just wants to give people hope.
I shouldn't even make those Joker comparisons because, like, literally one of the characters in 3 is just the Joker, so.
Yeah.
God.
Hey, it's all about the game.
Though. That's the thing.
I know.
It sucks so much.
You even have to laugh.
I don't like... I'm forgetting his name right now. Someone needs to remind me.
Oh, I'm blanking on it too.
Oh, man.
So then you're playing it.
I'm playing it now. Like, you literally put me on the spot with it. It is Kokichi. Kokichi, he's a Gemini. But he's not a Gemini. That's actually a lie. He's actually a Cancer in the... I think that he was born later in the day, which would make him a Cancer. But if he was born earlier in the day, that would make him a Gemini, which fucking sucks, because there's no way that Kokichi and I are both Geminis. That's all. Sorry.
Well, he's definitely not a Cancer because I'm a Cancer, and I will not accept him as one of my kind.
See? That dude was born June 21st, which puts him on the edge. That fucking liar.
Oh, Christ. No, I just... See, everyone really, really likes Kokichi for some reason, and I really don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't think anything that happens in that game validates him. He's just kind of a chaotic character for chaotic's sake.
I don't think he's chaotic at all.
He's absolutely chaotic. That's his whole thing.
No.
If you believe he was anything else, you are wrong.
All right, Scott. I'm gonna hit you with something that might sound weird.
Here we go.
But why he is so weird as a character from anyone who desires logic in this game of lies and truths is because he's the only person in any of the Danganronpa games to ever actually play the game as a game, which is fucked up for a lot of reasons. But he played it to the utmost in every single case that we've seen. He's the person who wants to explore lies and truths in a way that
to cause chaos because that makes things more exciting.
That's not why. I don't think that's why. I think that's too simple.
Literally exactly why. He belongs to an organization that literally does that.
That's the part I'm not sold on. The organization part was kind of a weird reveal that I literally just got. Because this whole time my narrative with him has been like, oh, he's the only person who's actually exploring what you can and can't do in a killing game. And every single successive case that he was a part of, he learned a new trick until his penultimate trial, where he he expanded on and employed every single trick that he learned in the last bunch of trials or whatever.
And guess what? That trial wasn't that good.
I liked it.
Everyone did but me.
I'm sorry that you didn't
feel like
enjoy
we're about
it.
to start a war between the two of you over this. This is like Kokichi truth or like...
Literally the entire thing would be solved by if someone just opened the mech up, but no one did it.
That's true.
You just had to you gotta sit through like fucking you've got to sit through the hours of bullshit just to learn the answer.
It was such a long time.
It was long.
It was so long.
If you think that one was long, wait until the next one.
Oh god, the ending is so long.
It's like a 4-hour-long trial.
I bet.
At least.
It's not even that like the trial is that long. It's that like after the twist happens, it just keeps fucking going and it plods for so long.
Danganronpa. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been prepared for.
We need to finish these questions.
All right. We got two more. We have
to finish this podcast. I'm sitting on a folding chair because it makes less noise and it's killing my ass.
Save Scott's ass.
I'm sweating myself to death. I've had to turn off my fan for this and I'm dying right now. Okay, so Anonymous asks us, I heard of a mashup between chess and rogue, but it's called Chogue. What's a better name that doesn't sound like this?
I mean, you got it in one.
Chogue?
Chogue.
I would love to play a choke like. Okay, so what exactly...
I'm trying to figure out what chess and rogue is.
Well, there's the game chess and there's the game rogue.
Right.
I don't understand how those combine. Like, when you lose a piece in chess, you already lose it forever. Like, you're done there.
What if a pawn gets to the end, though? Then they become a super pawn.
They can become a bunch of different things, mostly a queen, which is one of the best pieces you could become, which is, if you win the game in Rogue, then you did it. You learned all the lessons from all the chess you played.
I'm bringing up a Chogue trailer right now, so I'll let you know how this works.
I guess the other, word would be
what's a different name?
Okay, so Chogue seems to be like you're moving the chess pieces through like a rogue dungeon, but you're moving them like the way that they move in like chess, I guess. I don't know what the point of this is or how this is supposed. Like this trailer isn't really, explaining itself super well. I also have it on mute so that I'm not like coming through the microphone on it.
Right.
But
wear headphones. Wear headphones.
I have headphones on, but like I'm watching it on my phone because
okay.
I don't know what to call this.
I'm imagining.
Let's call it
the King's Game.
The King's Game. Yes, the King's Game.
I'm just imagining Games Done Quick doing Chogue. And then everyone on the couch, it's like a 25-second speed run, and just the entire couch is just chanting Chogue, 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 Chogue.
It's like that scene in like Bloodsport where everybody is chanting Kumite. Jean-Claude Van Damme is also in Choke.
Bloodsport.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish this up. One more question. This one might get the two of you arguing again, so I hope not.
Do it.
Shoeless.
Oh, fuck me up, Shoeless.
He asks, who is more powerful, Gordon Ramsay or John Taffer?
Oh, See, I lean a little bit more Taffer because he his ability to rescue bars is bar none. There is not a single person who can step into a bar. Not even Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay steps into a bar, he just yells about it. John Taffer steps into a bar and goes, "How can we fix this?" I think John Taffer is a more positive representative of the cooking show community. And
he's the raise the bar guy. Yeah.
He does bar rescue.
Bar rescue,
yeah.
Yeah. Also,
I think Gordon Ramsay gets the job done, though. It's very efficient.
Gordon Ramsay gets the job done, but also he never had a good RP account based on him.
That's true. John Taffer RP was just amazing. And I mean, John Taffer did also invent the butt funnel. So that's in his favor as well.
You know what? I want to cover my ass here. I want to make sure, I bet there are good Gordon Ramsay role plays out there.
Oh, here we go. Let me have a look.
You gotta look this up.
But John Taffer RP is head and shoulders above everyone else.
Let's see. Gordon Ramsay RP. Is there any of those on Twitter?
This tweet just says, "I think my work here is done. Congratulations and good luck with the bar. I exit the bar, leaving you chained to the wall."
Yep. There's a really good one that's it's like he's responding to someone that was role playing as this shy girl, and he's like, "I look at you and smile, and I'm so proud of your new glasses," or whatever. Let me see if I can find that, because it's
So I haven't actually seen John Taffer, but so all I know is the voice of this John Taffer RP account. And so I'm just going to give this tweet my best John Taffer.
Okay.
Gothic bars work! I've seen them with my own eyes. But the vibe here is way too much for the average customer to deal with. So Gothic bars work.
What? That is actually pretty much dead on John Taffer. He's a little more Italian and a little less shrill, but you pretty much got it.
There's a lot of caps I'm seeing in this. Hi there, John Taffer, host of the Bar Rescue.
You know what? I think I gotta go with John Taffer because Gordon Ramsay never shuts a place down. He never screams to shut the place down, and that's John Taffer's thing. So I gotta go with Taffer.
Please look at the screenshot I posted.
Oh wow! So to describe this,
describe this in words. Go for it, Niall. You've got this.
So. This is two images of very busty women drawn in the style of Japanese animation.
Hashtag big boobs. Ass Wednesday.
Yeah, very, very well endowed. One of them is presenting in a very suggestive pose, just has the ass just straight up in the air.
Sorry, I'm looking at this first picture. Is she fingering herself? Because I see both of her arms also by her face. Or at least, I'm just wondering how many arms this anime girl has.
I think you're not counting the arms correctly.
Yeah,
There's a lot happening in this picture, is all I'm saying.
I feel like the arm that's reaching down seems to be out of joint in 3 different places.
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing.
The fingering, though, is not the important part of this picture.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So the response from John Taffer RP to that, it's a photo of John Taffer not looking very happy. With the
just
caption,
disappointed.
Yeah, just very disappointed. With the caption, "Come on now, this is a bar, not a friggin' brothel." So
and then the next one This is a picture by the same poster who posted another image of this anime girl going, hey asshole, I'm not in a bar right now. I'm at a park walking around. And then John Taffer RP responds, unbelievable. The level of disrespect you're showing me here. You want this bar to go under? That's your problem, not mine.
I'm crying.
Well, she's poking through what little she has, like, covering her.
Welcome to Video Game Choo Choo, the podcast for the postmodern era.
Here's another post by John Taffer RP, and it reads, I'm sitting in my SUV watching as my bar recon experts stake out the latest bar, and then the dialogue is, let's see why this bar is failing. Hashtag open RP, hashtag sex RP, hashtag lewd RP.
Hey, so for everyone who's suffered through our podcast today, we've got a giveaway for you that you most rightfully earned. I got a game called Rat's Instagib to give away, and I've got a question for all of the biggest fans of the Video Game Choo Choo. In the last video game stream that we did, which was the 28th, Thursday the 28th, 27th,
27th.
On Wednesday, that's when we stream.
Wednesday the 27th.
We stream on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
On the 27th, I have a question from that stream if you were watching real closely. How many games does Scott have installed under his My Games category on Steam?
And whatever the answer is on stream is what we'll accept, because what it is right now is drastically lower.
You haven't installed a lot of those games?
Oh, yeah.
I kind of figured a lot of those games on there weren't going to last.
No.
You're not keeping Barbie's Dream House?
Surprisingly, no. I had to get rid of that one.
In favor of Barbie's Nightmare Basement?
Oh.
He needs the space for, like, all the Dark Elf mods that he wants to install.
I mean, there's only one I installed. And it's the important one.
So just
wait, is there an actual mod that you installed for it?
I'm talking about the patch.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Oh yes, of course. The patch that you paid for.
The quote patch.
You can hit us up with that answer on email or on Tumblr, and whoever's the first one, I'll just give you out the copy. And hey, if there's a second one that's also right, why don't we just give out two? That sounds like a nice, friendly thing to do, neighborly. Can I have a cup of milk? Have a cup of sugar? Can I have a copy of Rat's Instagib?
And
you should really send it to the Tumblr, though, I think.
That's
because
the podcast way,
yeah, the podcast email only gets checked on podcast days, and only if John is
true.
around.
I would love to see John open up the email and then just read a number and go, what the fuck?
We did it. That's our show today.
And hey, if you want to watch our streams, the aforementioned ones, you go to twitch.tv/VGChooChoo.
Mm-hmm. And that's every Wednesday at 8. It's usually Scott, and sometimes somebody joins him.
Not last time. No one wanted.
No one
wanted to do that with me.
Listen, if it hadn't been as hot as it was, like, I would've...
Oh, you're good. It's no problem.
But thank you both for joining me tonight on the show. This was a good one, I think. I hope. So Solon, where can people find you if they want to follow you?
People can find me at twitter.com/SolanFace or on YouTube at youtube.com/SolanFace. It's my name. It rhymes with colon. You can't forget it because it's Solon.
And Scott?
I'm Scott B at Sox Maloney, and I also do the comedy wrestling podcast, Wrestling on Air.
Yeah, go subscribe to Wrestling on Air. Get your good news that you can use.
It's, well, I mean, I guess you could classify some of what we do as news.
I need my Ryback report, okay, Scott?
Okay.
Yeah, didn't one of your co-hosts, like, house fall apart recently and tweeted Ryback about it? I feel like I saw that on Twitter.
Oh, no, I don't know if anyone's houses fell. I mean, if her house fell apart, I'm sure I'm sure she really wants to tweet at Ryback no matter what. That's just what she does.
I could have sworn it was either her or Tim that like a piece of their house like fell off and tweeted the picture at Ryback for some reason. Maybe I dreamed that happened to somebody, but for some reason like
that's not surprising to me.
Yeah, please ask them for me because I need to know now if that actually happened or if I'm going mad in the heat.
I'll make sure Oren's house is okay.
Who does that theme song? That sexy theme song that we love so much?
Yes, our theme song is Crush by Melt Channel. It's from the album Magic is Real. You can find them at meltchannel.bandcamp.com. You can find me on Twitter at your pal Niall. That's Niall if you don't know how to spell Irish names. We're also on Twitter as a website at VGCC. We're on Tumblr at Video Game Choo Choo. You can go to videogamechoochoo.com, or you can go to one of a bunch of other URLs, including chooch.biz, hailtotheking.baby, borat.club.
What?
Yeah, what else? There's the games.guru. There's a bunch of them. And you can join our Discord at thegamezone.zone. We would love it if you would drop on by and say hello. It's a fun place. We get together and we talk smack, we play video games, we watch anime, we do all that stuff. Talk about wrestling with Scott on there if you like, because you like to suffer through wrestling apparently. And yeah, that's about it for this week's show. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week. Goodbye.